Alrighty. Yellow, everyone. I hope all is well. Hope everyone's feeling good today. And if you're not feeling too good, hopefully you feel better after today's episode. So, I'm back on doing it the way I kind of was doing it like when I first started out. So, I'm just testing it out here and not using my, what do you call it? My software, my other thing that I was using. Because I don't want to name any names. I don't want any companies think I'm bashing, especially if I end up going back to using it. But I wanted to see. I just want to test it out with this episode and compare this episode to like my last episode as far as like quality, as far as like the sounds and stuff like that. Cause I don't know. I don't know. The sound was just kind of like something just told me to just check it yesterday after I was fooling around with some settings and stuff like that, and I don't know. I just want to see how this sounds. See if this sounds better. To kind of, I think maybe I had downloaded that software and got too excited and was kind of overdoing it because it does work for like other stuff that I do. Uh, but as far as my podcast and recording on here, I just want to see if I should just kick it what I would consider old school at this point. So, anywho, moving forward, y'all. Excuse me. So, I'm continuing, of course, this reading. And I'm not too sure. Like, I think I'm just this pretty much this has started to like just be a thing. Like, I post it, and then I continue it on the podcast. But because you're not really missing nothing except for because you're not going to see it anyway. If I just do like a normal reading, on here, I do like that option though for like you to see the cards. But at the same time, I pull more cards and you can't see those either. But I don't know. I think I just might be yet again thinking a little too hard. But as far as like doing extra like episodes, I don't know. I think unless like requested or if I like feel called to, I think I might like do something outside of what I post maybe. But it's starting to look like I'm going to post like every day. It's kind of sort of looking that way. So we'll just go with the flow and see how this, see how this goes. And I think I'm gonna let y'all know when I know for sure. I think I'm gonna start to really up the ante as far as like really like I don't know. You know what? Never mind. I'm not even gonna say that because I'm not too sure. I'm just gonna wait till I'm sure and then I'm gonna put that out there. But I'm thinking about doing some things and making some changes so I can be more available to you guys. But just wait for that. Wait for that. But anyway, moving on to the reading. So today we got the Sun, and I use my Wild Unknown tarot deck. By the way, we got the Two of Cups. We got the Devil card that came out again. Two of Cups came out the other day too. We got the Devil card that came out again, and we have the Hermit that came out. And I really do. It's something about the Hermit card for me sometimes. Maybe because I love solitude, and I just like being to myself. So maybe that's why. Yeah, and it has like a turtle on the card too, and it's so cute to me. It's like a little turtle in a shell, and he got like this little old school like oil lamp on his sitting on his back. It looks very balanced. It's like just taking that time out to yourself. I really like the card. It gives me good vibes there. And I also pulled from my just to get like a little bit more clarification. I pulled from my Crystal Ball Pocket Oracle deck. And this is by the White Witch Oracle, and it has like I don't know maybe how many cards in this thing. It's not that many. It's like maybe 10 like little mini cards, and anyone who knows me, well knows me well. You have to be really close to me to know this, but I love miniatures, y'all. And I do have like I have like this little miniature tarot deck, and I've been itching to use it, um, just because it's mini. But I was like, so far my Wild Unknown tarot deck and the Hoodoo deck have been really knocking things out of the park here. So I don't know about the little one. I don't know. I don't know. It used to be my little travel little deck when I used to take to work, whatever the case may be. Whatever. So I haven't used it in quite some time. Yeah, I haven't used it in quite some time, so I don't know. Anywho, so moving forward. Um, so yeah, so as far as the Crystal Ball Oracle deck, I got Let Go, and it's a beautiful picture of a hand, a female hand with like all black nails, and there's like a butterfly and the moon, and it's like her releasing the butterfly is very cute. So that's Let Go, And then we have two hands, two female hands. It's like pentagram with like little flowers going around it. It looks like it's made out of like the vines from the flower or something like that. Pretty cute. And it's called This Is the Sign. So this is your sign. Here you go. So, and I also pulled from and I always stumble. I think I did pretty good last time I said this, but I kind of stumbled over this title. The Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards. And they do have a bunch of like decks that like pretty much like go together. And I'm really going to add to that. And I can't wait to use those and do some readings with those for you guys. Ooh, I can't wait. So yeah, so I pulled one card from that deck, and it's Healing Heart, and it has like a little black and white picture of a girl, and she's sewing like a heart. You know how when they usually have like the broken heart and have the line split in the middle, she's like sewing it back together, and it has like multiple. Like for this one, I always choose one, maybe two. Sometimes it's all, but it has like multiple meanings, right? And so it's like healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Well, for me, for this one, I feel like it covers pretty much all of those bases as far as this reading goes. So, and I've said this before, like when people see the devil card, I think they get kind of spooked, but it's not like it's nothing to be afraid of or anything like that. Like when you're here, I don't want anything to ever, and I'm gonna always say this, I don't want anything to ever scare you. Like you never have to be scared of anything. You're always protected. And when you do start to level up, and I saw a video on this and it reminded me, like when you do start to level up, you do tend to have like more fears, because you can, and it depends on the person. I'm not trying to push beliefs on anyone. Or I just feel like when you level up, you kind of tend to need more protection. And you may become a little vulnerable in certain ways. I'll say it like that. Yeah, I'll just leave it there. But you are protected, so don't concern yourself with that. You don't have to be afraid of any messages or anything that you receive here. This is all with love, you guys. All with love. And so, as far as the cards, what they're saying so far, this is what I got so far. So you're either healing from heartache already. Maybe you've already done, went through the healing process and you're ready for the next stage in your life, or you're on the cusp of that. Like you're getting ready, you're gearing up, like you're getting ready to move forward in your life, and you know, disconnect yourself from whatever toxic relationship or heartbreak that you suffered from. Because sometimes heartbreak, whether people realize it or not, like it's not just separating from that person. And people think that once you leave that person, like, yep, the hard work is done. No, you still have like healing to do. It's still a process, especially like when you really, really invest in someone mentally and emotionally. Like it could be taxing, and I don't think people, especially people who are happy you broke up with somebody. Anytime someone's happy that you're no longer with someone, I think for them, they figure like, hey, yes, you did it. You're good, and they're so excited, and they tend to let you know that too, especially like their family or something like that, or if they a friend had been telling you, they usually be overly excited, and you're just breaking on the inside, and you don't want to stop them from expressing whatever truth they have that they're saying that they probably been telling you over and over again anyway. It's like you don't really want to cut them off or say anything because you feel like, oh, they're right. But no, sometimes cut them off. Sometimes tell them to stop because it's like already. And whether you don't fully see the bigger picture, whether they saw it and you didn't, because sometimes it could be, because I'm getting the feeling like sometimes that person could have left you and it wasn't your decision. So either way it goes, whether you left them or they left you, whether you seen them for what they were or whether you didn't, let them know I'm in pain. Helpful, like I'm still like I'm excuse my language, but just let them know like I'm still in pain. I'd rather not. I just need to deal with this. Now, if you do rather talk it out, then by all means do so, but don't get into like a bashing session because it kind of just creates this like cloud. It creates this like negative bubble that you don't need. You really don't. Now, sometimes you do need to get things off your chest. By all means, do so. You know what I'm saying? Have your little moment, but not every time. You know what I mean? Every time the person's name comes up, it's like you have nothing nice to say. Just let it, just let it ride, let it go. Like once you've gotten it off your chest, just let that be. And you don't have to get that particular thing off your chest to every single person that wants to know. Like, you got your little friend group, so you got your little whatever the case may be, and everybody wants to update. Once you really go into details with someone, I mean, unless you choose to, it's up to you, of course. I mean, you know better. I'm just giving you an overall, and cause keep in mind that I'm trying to pick up, it's multiple lanes to it, and I'm talking as if I'm talking to a friend, of course. I want you to feel like, feel like that here, that, I'm your friend. I'm here to, I'm your homie, But at the same time, you may be listening, but I'm talking to like a million people. So, and that's how it feels when it comes in. Like, I have to interpret it that way. And it can go either way. That's why sometimes I try my best to stay in one lane and then give examples there and then move on, so on and so forth. But take what resonates with you and leave the rest, please. So, yeah, it's one of those situations, though, where you don't want to harbor on anything. Like, and some of us, we are really quick to just let go and then act like it never existed, which can be a good thing, but at the same time, you don't want to bury it, and then it starts to kind of seep through it starts to come up, it starts to rise up when you rather it not. You know what I mean? So it's like, just take your time. And a lot of you already have a new connection. Like, you already got somebody waiting. They've been waiting. And I've been, like, the love is in the air. It's been in the air for a while. And I love it. I'm digging it. Now, only thing is, though, they're not going anywhere. So take your time. Most definitely take your time. Do what's best for the both of you. Do especially the best for you. But take your time. Take your time. And for others, you just feel like, well, that's it. I guess. I guess I ain't gonna be with nobody. And that might be the case. That might be the case, or maybe not. Like, it just all depends. All I know is, at the end of the day, what you do desire, like, your desires will be fulfilled. Like, if that's what you truly want, that's what you're gonna have. So don't stress over it, because if you create that stress and that, like, if you really create that fear and that stress in your mind, you're just gonna keep manifesting that. So just move on slowly but surely. But at the same time, just remember to feel your emotions, right? Don't hide from them. At least, feel them. And like I always say, just don't build a home there. Like, just don't stay there. Don't sit and fester in that. I think that's the right word. Is it fester? Whatever. Hopefully you get it. Okay, so I'm going to pull some more cards here from our Wild Unknown Tarot deck. And at the bottom of the deck here, we got Seven of Pentacles, right? And Seven of Pentacles, you could be like contemplating like what your next move is going to be. Like, how do I do this? What am I going to do? Like, how do I move forward? And let's see, like, how do they move forward? Okay, hold on, I have to pull another card. Okay, and these came out. Hold on, pull another one, because these came out the other day too. Oh my goodness. Okay, now we got some new energy. Okay, so hold on here. And I'm trying, hold on, let me see. Let me go to my guidebook here, y'all. Where's my guide? Because, and I'm not sure if y'all can hear like my little music in the background. I try to have a little something like, because I don't like, I don't really care for like dead air, is what I'll call it. But I don't want to be like annoying either. So let me know. So let me know, like, because I tend to play the same stuff too, depending on like how I feel. Like, I think it's more so for me, but also for you too. Like, especially if I got to go to my little guidebook here, because it's like I'm kind of stuck in between two here. Because it's saying like, don't take nobody for granted, and like, don't be greedy. With this, and this is just with the Four of Cups, guys, that I pulled, because I pulled the Four of Cups, I pulled the Fool, and I pulled the Six of Cups, right? And so I'm trying to, because I get with the Fool, being a, taking that leap of faith, and having, you know, just believing in yourself, believing that everything's gonna be okay. But it's like I'm trying to figure out like what is it with the don't take anyone for granted or being greedy. Now look, nah, I hope I hope ain't no one's out here. Well, I'm not gonna say that because that sounds a little judgmental. Okay, and maybe that's why I'm having a hard time getting this message across. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Don't do the rebound thing. Like that's not fair. Like you ever have someone that checks a lot of boxes that the previous relationship, like you want those boxes checked, but you really don't want them though. Like don't do that to them. Whoever they is, if you see like good qualities in this person and they're overall nice, like you ever had someone that just is awesome as a friend, like they're a great friend, and they have everything together. They got everything together, but you just don't have feelings for them like that. Don't try to force yourself to have feelings, or don't use them to fill your time. Because if honestly, if you're doing that, and this is what I've been avoiding saying this, if if that's the case, then you really got a lot of learning to do. You need to grow up a little bit because it's a little childish. Like, don't take advantage of somebody like that. Like, don't do that because you need to learn to be by yourself at that point. If you don't know how to be by yourself, then you can't be with nobody. And hopefully that didn't come off harsh because I was trying to find the best way to say that, and I think that was probably the nicest way I can say it. Because with the 6 of Cups, we have like those childhood memories, right? And that could also play a part too. You may have like some codependent issues. You may have some issues where, you didn't necessarily receive that love from like a parent or a guardian, and you have abandonment issues. And so you may, and I got this. I don't know. I have this deep rooted fear now that somebody might be in tears. I don't want you to, like, if you're crying for like the child inside of you, that's one thing, but don't like don't make yourself a victim though. You know what I'm saying? Like things are looking great for you. Like you just have to make sure you make the right decisions. Don't use anyone. And I know it may seem like depending on the person right now, it may seem a little weird. Like you somebody, I don't need you. You are if even if it's just for their time and just for to have them in your space, and you really don't, because for a fact like I feel like whoever I'm talking to right now, for a fact that person is ready, like they'll marry you tomorrow. Like, don't waste their time. Let them go be with someone who matches their energy. Do not. Yeah, let me put some more cards in here. Um, don't do that. Do not do that. Let me see here. So we got the 3 of Pentacles. So we do have some. Oh, okay. We got some creative energy. Aha. And we got the 5 of Swords. Got a little bit of. You could possibly be like self-destructing, like or being self-destructive, which they play one and the same with each other. And I also have the Hierophant that just came out. They got a lot to say to you. They got a lot to say to you. Listen, when it comes to the Hierophant, it's telling me like that if you need someone to like mentor you, or if you just need someone to actually talk you through this and get you through this, by all means do so. Like find someone that you're comfortable with, who knows more than you. You know what I'm saying? Like who's probably already dealt with the situation before. They probably already been trying to give you advice, but sometimes it's hard. It's hard when you're in it and they're trying to let you know and trying to help you avoid certain things, because sometimes you just have to go through it, bro. I think we've all been there where we didn't listen or take advice and we wish we had later on, but no, you had to learn the lesson. You had to learn the lesson either way it went. Like it don't hit the same. It doesn't hit the same if you just listen to someone, because you always wonder what if too. So there's nothing wrong with that, but like you can't have that victim mentality in this situation though, because it's no one's fault. You know what I mean? It's no one's fault, especially when you know better. And I always say that, like, if you know better, you have to make that decision to do better. Like, it's one thing when you don't know, and like you're just unaware of certain things. But once you become aware, do not use that as a crutch or an excuse. Whoever this person is, they are awesome. They are a great person. They will be there for you. Whether you believe it or not, they'll still be there for you. Some people don't want to admit it because they don't want to lose the benefits. If they tell the person, because you never told the person that you liked them, but you ain't never told them you didn't either. Okay, and that's not cool. That's not cool because you know how they feel. Let them know. And don't get me wrong. You have some people where uh you do tell them and they still pursue you, and and you like, well, he or she know. They know how I feel. I done told them. Yeah, but you can't sit there and reap the benefits of how they feel about you. That's just not cool. Like, yeah, you can put your foot down, but don't allow them to do certain things. Don't ask certain things of them. I feel like you have no right to ask someone to do relationship type of things. Something you would ask a spouse to do, and you're not there just because you know that because to them they feel like they're building a foundation. Honestly, I'm telling you right now, that's how that person feels. They feel like they're going somewhere with this situation. They just feel like maybe you just hurt. Maybe it's just maybe it's just you. They just feel like it's just situational. They just feel like it's just one day you're gonna see how wonderful I am because I know you kind of see something because you keep me around. So it's up to you to really, and for you it may feel like two heartbreaks because you got this heartbreak over here, and then you really don't want to let go of the benefits over here, but you got to like at this point, don't do that. Like, don't do that, okay? I'm just saying, from one friend to another, I'm just trying to, don't do that. But don't do that. Like, all jokes aside, like, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. But karma is all. What you give is what you receive, and you don't want, like, you've already left a certain situation where you probably felt that way. You probably felt like they were just benefiting off of you, and you were just they were lacking in so many departments, and you had this other person picking up the slack. And it's like, that's no. You got to be done with it. Now you know. If you didn't know before, that's one thing. Don't beat yourself up about it. But if you're well aware of what you got going on, you're well aware. If you're consciously making these decisions, it's not too late. And the time I'm getting, oh yeah, it's coming in strong. The time is right now to fix that, because you reach a certain point where, like, oh, okay, all right, this is what you gonna do? Okay, okay, okay. So let me see. So what can you look forward to? How about this? Let's do this. So you can't say you didn't know. Hold on, let me clean these up real quick. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna bring the music a little closer. Let me take a sip of tea real quick. I made that thing perfect. Did you hear me? Okay. I appreciate that, y'all. I appreciate that. Had to take me a little sip of tea. So I'll make sure I shuffle these really, really well. And I want to know, well, I'm pretty sure we all want to know, what's in store for you once you make what I would consider the right decision and you do things the right way. We got the Hierophant again. We got the Hierophant again. I'll make sure I shuffle really good. Okay, so give me a sec. Give me like 10 good seconds here. I'm about to really like shuffle. Ooh, the Hierophant. I ain't gonna lie. The Hierophant is actually my favorite card out of this deck. I love that energy, that wisdom that flows off that card. So let's see. What are you? What do you have to look forward to? And you never know, you may end up with your mentor. Oh my goodness. Now y'all, listen y'all. I shuffled very, 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 very well. I know y'all was patient and I appreciate your patience. I got the Sun again and I got the Two of Cups again. So, you know what that means, baby. Making that right decision is going to take you all the way. All the way. That connection you need, healthy relationships just in general. Like, you go the right way, You have, oh my goodness, you can end up being a great leader. You know what I'm saying? You can learn from what, mistakes you've made, and the things that you've done. You can take that and you can inadvertently, well, not inadvertently, it may be, intentionally, right? Either way it goes, you can end up helping someone else, teaching someone else. Um, but I don't know. I'm starting to play around with the fact that you may end up with your mentor. That's possible. That's very, very possible, which is so cute. I think that is so cute. For some of you, it may be, but just in general, for all of you, once you make that decision, once you take that leap of faith, honey, it's all, look, it's just like the sun. It's, oh my goodness, it's so dope. It's so abundant. It's lovely. Now, I'm curious. What are you to look forward to if you don't? Ooh. So you're gonna create a whole lot more baggage for yourself, and a whole lot of other stuff you're gonna have to end up letting go of. You're gonna end up letting go and losing. You got the Eight of Cups that came out, and I listen. I can't, like, it's common sense. Like, you'll end up sick, ill health. Like, you just won't feel good about yourself or the world or the planet you own. You just won't feel well. You won't feel right. Especially if you heard this. You're gonna have that. You're gonna have this. You're gonna have my words in the back of your head. Like, I should have listened. I should have did that. I should have did that. Listen. Listen. At the end of the day, when it comes down to doing the right thing, never worry about losses. When it comes down to doing the right thing, right? Because at the end of the day, you're gonna gain a whole lot more than what you could potentially lose. And that's been a running theme too. I've been saying that a lot lately. But yeah, but I just was curious as to, like, how would that, like, which way, and it ain't gonna be like later on. It's gonna be it'll be a lot. It'll come around a lot quicker than you think. So there ain't no, well, I'm gonna let him take me such and such today, get the kids and stuff today, and then I talk to him tomorrow or Monday. No, ain't no. I'm gonna spend the weekend with her this weekend, and yeah, and let her do this, that, and the third, and then I talk to her at work on Monday. No, no, wait, no, negative. The moment you realize this, and if it's me, sometimes it be like that. You like, oh, I wish I would listen to. Listen, now you know. Now you heard it from me. I'm not saying it has to be immediately, because you are still, rolling through the motions and dealing with what you're currently dealing with. But the next time you talk to this person, the next time you talk to me, and if you have to give yourself a few days or whatever the case may be before you, speak to them, period, or if you just gotta distance yourself, that's also fine. That's fine. Like, but do not keep stringing this person along, okay? All right. I'm just saying. You heard it here. I'm just saying. Don't shoot the messenger. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Ace of Cups. Oh. Oh, and I also seen 1111. That's for you. If you don't know what 1111 means, look it up. Look it up. And it's also on my website, by the way, guys. I posted some angel numbers, and I posted most of, like, the popular ones, but I really, really want to get more, like, detail, because there's other numbers, like, I see, like, like 919 or 1212. I think I got 1212 on there, so never mind. But, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, I love when I see, for some reason, I love when I see 1, 2, 3, 4. So I may add those. Yep, ain't no may. I will. I just don't know when. Depends on, because I have a lot of stuff on my plate today. I have a lot of stuff that I have to work on. I've been creating a lot, guys. And this is a beautiful time, by the way. That's a little mini message for everyone. This is a great time to start working on and creating those things that you've been waiting to do. That you start with, like I say, start with the smallest thing. Start with the smallest thing, whether it's reading something on it or studying on it or trying to figure things out, move things around, go ahead and start working on it because this is a great time to start creating. Um, but yeah, so you can look on my website as well. You can reach out to me on my website if you have any questions or anything like that. Yeah, I think that was yeah. So that's about it. And so yeah, you got your Ace of Cups, and your Ace of Cups is new beginnings, baby. New beginnings. It's new beginning emotionally. You know what I mean? And I think that's probably one of the most important. Me personally, this is just my personal opinion, and I'm thinking about it. Because once you start anew emotionally, I feel like everything else just aligns. Period. Like I just feel like once you get it emotionally, and maybe it's mental first. I don't know, but it's just something about because you when you feel it, and then you start to imagine it and things like that. So you know, but yeah, but things will turn out fantastic for you. Just do the right thing, okay? And yeah, so that's it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the reading for today. And I love you because I have no reason not to. And yeah, have a good one. Bye bye.